Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Northern Line Live Super Show, the Thursday, August 6th, 2015 edition. As always, I'm your host, Northern Line, joined by my esteemed co-host, Rockley Smile.
As always, I'm not Northern Lion. Hello.
You continue to not be Northern Line until we reach some kind of techno-dystopian future where all consciousness are merged into a single unit, probably owned by Googoculus, which is the mega corporation founded in the wake of the techno wars of the early 2030s. Nick, why don't you provide me with a seed today so I can ignore the fact that we're all going to be robot fuel soon?
Googoculus means they killed Facebook. Good for them.
Oculus swallows Facebook by... What it does is it creates an alternate Facebook, and then Facebook gets lost within it in the form of virtual reality, and then they just don't put a back door in so they can't get out.
Yeah,
so
they
Facebook
pull the
is
plug
just
and they fall.
Perpetually trapped in its techno limbo, as created by Palmer Luckey, who is not your average nerd.
This is quite the rant. I've got a seed for you now, if you'd
I'm
like.
so
it's
ready.
Eden seed, 8A8E.
Okay. Babe?
Yeah, but with 8s. 6WV4.
Alright, I'm ready.
No tricks today.
No tricks today,
just
yeah.
that's
Keep it simple. Keep it safe.
Right.
Oh, I can tell there's no tricks. Freaking Game Kid 2 Spirit Hearts.
Oh, do I have my reflection? Oh, it's $3
$3 bill.
You know what? That's not a terrible start. The health is maybe not great, but the speed is pretty good.
The health is scary. Everything
rate.
else is actually pretty cool. I kind of like it. There's also an interesting situation in your item room.
Oh, baby, a subscriber.
All sorts
I see
of
why that would be
permutations. No bombs for sale has just subscribed. Yo, don't highlight my intellectual inefficiencies, okay? Thank you for the
very much,
subscription.
Sir Vetches, starting out 5 months in a row. Much appreciated. So I saw this article today.
Oh, okay.
And they were talking about that
more.
in the future, there's a good chance we probably won't have sex anymore, and instead we'll just use virtual reality for that.
Yeah, for some of us, that means nothing's changed. Hi-oh! Give me your lunch money. All right, no, continue.
What
Sorry.
a bully.
I wasn't listening.
Oh my god.
I got to admit. Sorry, now I'm interested.
So there was pictures of this lady putting on some kind of Oculus Rift headset.
Nice.
And then the guy she was with also put one on, and then they laid back to back in bed.
All right.
Presumably that's when the intercourse took place.
Okay.
It's hard to say. Also,
wait, but this is this isn't like a biological thing. It's not like we won't use fluid transfer to procreate. It's more like this will be for pleasure.
Just for pleasure, we won't want to bother or something. At the end of the whole thing, though, the lady that was doing the narration was but personally, I think that's not going to happen at all.
Subscriber.
But so why did you make that video?
The Digital
the point of
Delusion
this?
is, first off, a great name for the article that Nick is talking about, but also thank you for the subscription. Nick, where did you see this so-called
I can't remember.
video?
I have this stupid app on my phone, and it just aggregates a bunch of news from a
is it
variety of
Flipboard?
places. No, it's stupider than that one.
It's stupider than Flipboard.
It has very few sources, but I don't remember what any of them are.
You should disable this app because
I'm
it
thinking
sounds
about
like they do not have a good respect for their readership, to be honest with you. But I will say, I hope it happens because technology has already automated all of the other, annoying chores from my day. If they could just take away, anything that provides a semblance of, animal pleasure, that would be awesome as well. So I could just spend all day on Twitter.
It would certainly streamline things, wouldn't it?
If I could just put on an Oculus Rift and not have to, eat a delicious steak anymore, that would be fantastic.
Somebody said Nick only reads the headlines. I had somebody come to me and tell me that actually the headline of the Golden Bong story was as good as it gets. They read the rest, and it was nope, you were good at that.
That's because science reporting is people who know nothing about science, usually. And they'll skim journal articles and be 80% chance that this causes a small tumor reduction in rats. Okay, cure for cancer found. Run it! Cure for cancer found. Cure for cancer could be on the horizon. Scientists in Lisbon have come up with a radical new cure that,
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, but it's got to be taken in context, man. People always push it to the furthest that it could possibly go.
I heard they cured Ebola the other day.
Really?
There's a vaccine for it now.
That's actually pretty amazing.
And they pushed it through in record time.
That's a huge, accomplishment for the world.
The only problem with it, though, is that it needs to be stored in incredibly low temperatures, so a lot of the places where they want to deploy it, they don't have the facilities necessary. But, you know, that's sort of something I guess they'll figure out. Still, huge accomplishment.
Did you read the whole story, Nick? I need to know.
I did.
Okay, that sounded like did you look up and to the left? Because I read a headline that told me that's how I know you're lying.
No, I really did.
Okay. I hope I don't buy it for a goddamn second.
It seemed like it was something that I couldn't believe, so I had to read the rest of it because I wanted to see if this was just freaking phony
Fair
news
enough.
reporting.
NL's sadomasochistic dad. Thank you very much for the subscription. You know, I think it's fucked up that, you know, the entire field of sadism is named after Sade. Like, what did she ever do?
Sade.
I really like that, actually.
Thank you.
It was a quick hit. It was just enough to get the job done.
I didn't want any more than that.
Sade. That's a joke. It's actually named after the Marquis de Sade. Come on, everybody knows this. I need to know, what'd you do on your run, Nick? What did you take, Poison Touch or stick with the Game Kid?
I took Poison Touch.
Or sorry, did you take a Unicorn Stump or stick with the Game Kid?
Stuck with the Game Kid.
You stuck with the Game Kid. I went the other way. I took Unicorn Stump.
You're expecting to have some sort of like a cube of meat.
Well, I did pick up Poison Touch, so we're getting there, you know?
You're getting there. That's not the whole deal, though.
Oh, I would not dispute this at all.
I don't have any kind of like belief that Isaac's gonna come through in the clutch for me.
Okay, I mean that's fair.
I've seen runs where you can go the entire from the beginning to the end and not get a single damage up. I know it's hard to believe, but trust me, I've seen it.
Oh, I'm with you, man. I know I have Poison Stump, you scumbags. It's a bad combination. It doesn't get the job done. Well, it's not a bad combination. It's just not it's not good enough. Let's put it that way. Okay, no.
Zio077 for the 3 months in a row.
No bad trip. No bad trip. Last place 199. Thank you for the subscription.
Baby, a subscriber.
Pretty fly. Pretty fly. Shawnee.
Yeah, see?
I like it, man. I'm into it. Let's get the heck out of here, Dark Bum.
My chat's asking me about what is Olympia Rising. It's a 2D platformer, like an action game. It's really good, and I think that, well, I hope you'll like it.
Yeah, we're about to find out. It's actually a 2015 movie starring Channing Tatum and Mila Kunis, directed by the Wachowskis. Why the Wachowskis is also like another great question to ask.
Why them?
Come on, Wachowskis, why?
I think it really does sound like a movie title, actually, to the point where I actually was wondering if maybe it was also actually a movie.
Olympia Rising sounds like it could be the title of the third, like the subtitle of the third Revenge of the Titans. Wait, Revenge of the Titans is the game. Which one is it? Wrath of the Titans, Clash of the Titans, Wrath of the Titans.
Follow this.
Then Rise of the Titans, Olympia Rising. Well, you can't. Ascendancy of the Titans, Olympia Rising.
There's a freaking dark bum in this devil deal, and it costs 3 spirit hearts, and I have 2.5.
Open the red chest, Nick.
That's after I got the red chest.
Oh, you fucked it.
I did.
I've got Dark Bum, and he is providing me with delicious spoils of war.
I even have 2 hearts. I have a 2 of hearts in my inventory.
So here's I know you love these weird synergies or these weird peculiarities in Isaac, Nick.
Wait, can I stay alive with the Game Kid?
I don't believe so.
That would be the sweetest shit ever if I could use invincibility, pop the 2 of hearts, pick up Dark Bum, have him pick up the 2 of hearts, and turn it into spirit hearts, and I'd live.
2 of hearts does not drop hearts on the ground, though.
Oh, fuck. Never mind. Bye, Dark Bum.
Were it not for that, I loved the plan. I like where your head's at, you know, keep those creativity juices flowing. 2 of hearts also, you know how 2 of clubs and 2 of spades actually give you 2 bombs or 2 keys if you have none? Same with 2 of diamonds. Yeah. With hearts, does not work that way. Does not give you 2 hearts if you have none.
What about David of spades?
David of spades. Down, 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 down. You know what's up.
Thank you, RobZio150 for the 2 months in a row. I'm gonna use my Game Kid to go in this room. Health up. I like that.
Yes, I agree.
Pretty fly. I like that as well. And Mask of Infamy. All right.
Mask of Infamy.
It's a triple.
Ah! No, I'm fine. Just a little scared. This is an interesting run. I like it. There's all sorts of strange permutations going on here. All sorts of weird consequences to our actions, Nick.
Now that I have this health up, if I would have just had that devil deal with the health up, I could have taken Dark Mom.
Hey, man, that's why you gotta, you know, make a decision on those curse rooms. You gotta be like, am I gonna do it now or am I gonna do it later?
I really screwed the pooch on this one. Of course the roof doesn't stay open.
It could have... I gotta go to that curse room right away. It could have a red chest which contains a health upgrade pill, even though I have no idea whether or not that's in our rotation right now. Worth a shot.
It's a bit of a long shot, but now that you say it like that, it seems so obvious.
It's happened in the single digits for me, for sure. But that could be 9 times.
So I know you know the answer to this already, but I want to peel back the layers for chat. So yesterday, after we finished that ridiculous run, Cobalt went on to do his own attempts on that run. Yes. And it was very frustrating for him because he was on Dick's computer, which means he didn't have any Eden tokens. So he had to farm up an Eden token to do the run, played it for over an hour, and then ended up dying. Had to get another Eden token, and on the second one, he actually completely broke the run to the extent that he became invincible and had infinite rerolls.
That's amazing to me. Do you know how did he pick up the D6 on that run?
It was on the chest, just showed up.
So he made it to the chest and then got the D6.
Yeah.
All right. Well, more power to him for making it to the chest on that run. That was a nightmare.
Yeah, he did some breaking stuff on like depths 1 or 2.
Also, how does Dick not have Eden tokens? Does he he's got a new save file or something like that?
No, he couldn't get into Steam on Dick's computer, and he couldn't get into his own either because he couldn't remember the password or something. So he ended up using an empty save file, which had achievements enabled, which had Eden. I don't really know exactly how it all happened.
He lives in a different universe, man.
Yeah.
I don't even understand. I don't even want to put mods in my Isaac save in case I mess it up. Or not even my Isaac save, but you know what I mean.
Well, he figures, I guess, that if he screws it up, he'll just unlock it on his stream the next day.
Or he's
get everything back.
You know, it's Dick's computer. What do I care?
Yeah, I guess there's that.
Delete System 32 for more Eden tokens. Why not?
That's very cruel.
Yo, when's the last time NL played any character other than Isaac? What are you talking about,
We're playing as Eden right now.
Son, you gotta come with me, please. I play exclusively as Eden lately.
Yeah, there's also that. There are people in your comments who are like, why won't he ever play as the Lost? And you're like, well, do an Eden stream.
I already paid my Lost tax for this year.
You got at least another few months before you got to worry about that coming around again.
Yes, we're not talking about Richard Hammer when we say Dick. We're literally talking about Cobalt's penis.
Yep.
He forgot the password to his penis's Steam account. You like that one, huh?
Something about his penis having its own Steam account. Maybe so he could get, Platinum God again?
It has more Steam friends than Cobalt does. That's the fucked up part. And they're not friends with one another, which is, I don't know if they had a falling out or something.
Yeah.
Let me out!
A fool and his penis are soon parted.
Mm-hmm.
It's the old saying.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest, I think. There's, Roman graffiti. A fool and his penis are soon parted. Cock transit Gloria.
I was gonna say, it probably had some of that going on in it, the cock transit Gloria stuff. Yeah.
Okay, don't fuck up your deal with the devil, Chance. Man, Poison Touch is just hot garbage, huh?
It's not really doing much for me since I'm trying not to get hit.
It's, really terrible. It used to be pretty good in vanilla. Now, I, walk into an eyeless ooze guy, and it's enough to knock them down to the ooze state, but if they get in the ooze state, it's not enough to kill them. They just respawn, and then quickly are knocked back down to the ooze state again.
At least your tear rate is fast enough that you could actually kill them ever.
Yes, this is correct.
I got Lazarus's rags.
This is correct as well, yes. I do have Lazarus rags. It's a new character I'm trying out. He mispronounces words in Isaac to deliberately make people angry. I decided I've got a catchy new name for it. It's going to be called Misrepresenting My Opinions Online to provoke an emotional reaction from people.
Wow, right to the point and everything.
Yeah, so it's brevity is wit is what I've always said. So, your character is Josh. Wait a minute. Are you pulling back the Josh veil? Are you telling me Josh, those aren't his real opinions? I don't buy that.
Josh has been a character this whole time?
No way. Josh is a real person that I know.
I've seen him IRL, which means he's real.
Help.
That's how acting works, right?
Help.
You've been saying help a lot lately, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Is that a character too?
Yeah, that's a character that's like, you know, he shouts into the Abyss for help, even though, you know, the Abyss only answers back with his own voice. It's like
The Abyss is chat, right?
Sometimes, yes. You know, Nick said it,
Sorry,
not me.
chat.
I fucked up my deal with the Devil Chance.
You should have used the Game Kid. Oh wait, you don't have it.
Nick, you're gonna be real sorry when I get BFF Cube of Meat. I'm gonna speed through the rest of this game in like 10 seconds.
Don't doubt it. You do that pretty often, actually.
Unicorn Stump is unskippable. I shouldn't have taken that.
They both do the same thing, only one has the damage built in, the other one you gotta go find the damage.
Yeah, and one of them only works once every freaking 6 rooms.
Alright, well that's
it's like an inverse lord or something like that.
Ooh, Halo. I will take this Master Chief Collection, thank you.
I'm Artorias of the Abyss. Help! 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 Oh my god, there's so much help in chat. NL's got a Beatles song stuck in my head. It's Revolution #9.
Isn't that like a perfume or something?
That's Love Potion #9. Which I think might be like an ancient date rape drug or something. There's
Ew.
all these songs that make reference to Love Potion #9, and I'm like, I think we might know that by a different name in the current world. We were just so naive back then.
It's messed up, man.
I'm with you. I'm not trying to make light of the situation. I'm just saying.
What happened to Love Potion #1 through 8?
Well, I think it might have gotten people killed. Like, you know, I don't want to necessarily get into this, but with all this, like, you know, Bill Cosby stuff going around, he had this quote about, like, this drug called Spanish Fly, which has been used for, like, 500 years as an aphrodisiac. So I looked it up. All these songs, you know, there was a little Spanish flea, a record star he want to be. Anyway, I looked it up. I know nothing about it. And then I figure out it's also poison. Not only is it like an aphrodisiac that also might be used as a date rape drug, but it's also poisonous. Like, speaking of the Marquis de Sade, he freaking, you know, used to like give this to ladies to loosen them up, and he killed 2 prostitutes or something.
What?
And I was like, yo, Marquis de Sade, you got the whole, they're prostitutes, man. I'm not trying to say you shouldn't respect them, but why are you giving an aphrodisiac to... You've already paid for them, presumably. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I was very confused about the whole situation.
I always thought Spanish Fly was like a pheromone or something.
I think it is. It's some kind of poison from a plant or something like that. Gay for Northern Lion. Thank you very much for the subscription.
The idea being like you dab a little bit on your neck or something, and then like the ladies want to get at you because it smells so good and they don't realize it.
Oh, that's Axe body spray. You got it confused.
Oh. Man, that turns the whole thing over into a new light.
It really does.
Oh, baby,
I've done like absolutely zero research into this topic, but it seems pretty creepy.
Oh yeah, that's the best kind of time to comment on it.
Subscriber.
Sithark and Blah Medusa, thank you very much for the subscription. Do you not know the kind of shit that Marquis de Sade wrote, Northern Lion? Giving a prostitute an aphrodisiac is the least of his worries. Okay, fair enough. It's a touchy subject, you know. I don't necessarily want to get into it. I'm just like, you know, you read this stuff and you're like, what the past is a weird place, man. The past is a grotesque animal.
Dude, the present is a pretty weird place too, because here's another story I read today.
Oh, here we go.
68-year-old grandmother.
I'm ready.
Killed and ate like 13 people.
Whoa! Wow, Nick, you think just because she's old and a grandmother that she can't be a fucking disgusting serial killer?
You just don't hear about it too often is all.
That's because most of the old ladies are so crafty that they never get caught.
Yeah, at the end of it, she said her killing her friend and eating her was like the last, like that was the end of her cannibalism days.
Oh, that's nice of her. You know, most people don't know when to quit. That's their problem. Yeah. They keep trying to make their dream happen even after their body's given up.
She said that at this point she just wanted to be punished to the fullest extent of the law, and she was done with all this business now.
Oh, that's very honorable of her.
It's pretty wild, though.
That's pretty fucked up. Where was this? This feels like...
I believe this was a Russia thing.
I was just about to say, and I didn't want to I didn't want to typify any part of the world, but I was like, this is like some hostile shit. This is somewhere in like Eastern Europe. Not that those kind of awful.
Any shade at Russia in general.
Exactly.
To be that way.
It's horrible shit happens in North America, obviously as well. But there was just something in particular that was like there's a deeply European bent to this somehow. I thought I saw, and maybe it's just a coincidence, and I got lucky. But
by the way, the reason I have all these stories, well, I have another one even, but I don't know if I want to get
another
into it.
one.
I was reading up, there's this, like, real-life horror site that, like, catalogs things that you'd think were not real and then provides sources to them so you can actually see that they are. And, apparently in Nicaragua, no, it was Nigeria, I'm sorry.
This is the different parts of the world, Nick!
I had different...
They're on the different continents!
Sorry, it was Nigeria. There was a restaurant that apparently had served some human meat to someone.
Yo, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Did they order it?
He ordered meat, but he didn't know it was human meat, and then he found out why his bill was so freaking huge at the end.
That's got to be an awkward conversation for a number of reasons.
Because they didn't actually want to be serving human meat, it just was happening.
That's what happens when you get the Lagos special, man.
Yeah.
You gotta ask what's in it. Don't just say, what's good here.
Kind of choreographed that one in another episode.
They're gonna try to upsell you into some human meat. Those waiters get paid on commission. And sometimes, the customer pays the ultimate price.
Yeah, there was like a whole bunch of arsenal, like, weapon stuff in the back room, too, so I think it was, like, a whole mafia thing. Pretty weird.
It brings me back to that thing where I'm like, our neighbor plays really loud music, and I suspect that he might be a hard drug user as well. And I'm like, hey, if you're using hard drugs, be quiet. And the police are probably going to be a lot less likely to get called to your door for a noise complaint and notice a bunch of syringes hanging around, right? Like, if you are in the mafia, perhaps you should not operate a restaurant that serves human meat on the side. Like, that just seems like you're attracting undue attention. But maybe they can operate with such brazenness and they don't need to worry about it. That might be the case.
I think it was just like some wires got crossed administratively. I don't know that they necessarily meant for it to go the way it did.
Dominic, where's that human steak I ordered? Oh! Henny more! Oh, man.
We got some problems. That's a whole new character, like the cartoon inept mafioso that served human meat by accident.
Oh,
you can animate that, I'd watch it.
Oh, that was good. That was good, Nick. I like these stories, man.
Maybe I should frequent this website more often.
I would love it if you could, honestly.
Did you win your run yet? I feel like it's about time for you to be on the
chest.
chest.
No, I'm still... I had the option to take Book of Belial. I chose not to take it out of allegiance to Unicorn Stump.
Despite that site claiming to source itself, someone said Snopes claims that the Nigerian cannibal restaurant story is false.
Nick,
so I'm
you
gonna
can't just be
Snopes.
believing these websites, man.
I'm gonna side with Snopes.
You're a known skeptic. You gotta live up to that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now I've got all these jokes built for something that's not even real. I can't take this shit on the road. People will be like, Snopes proved that wrong, motherfucker. The premise for your jokes is nonsensical now.
Oh, I didn't mean to ruin your career.
You've created a very, very difficult problem. Oh, finally, I got a fucking orbital.
It gets put on the list and we get stories.
I still like these stories, though. I'm trying to think.
I know the story you told me last night. Oh, that's a long story.
I'm ready, man.
The story is the story I wrote in Rob's
comment section. Okay. I read that story. It's got a real Art No Sleep vibe to it.
Very casually writing a horror story because someone in chat just said, "Hey, write us a horror story." And Rob was casting TI5, and I was like, you know what? This is a perfect time to write a horror story.
Here's the horror story. These 16-year-old kids are going to make more money in a weekend than we'll have in our entire lives.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Not that they don't deserve it.
They're not all 16, though.
NL, what's the best song from 2004? Probably, without a doubt, Vindicated by Dashboard Confessional from the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack.
2004, huh?
Yeah.
I can't place a lot of songs from that particular year.
04, you've got Confessions by Usher. So that, you got Yeah. You've got Let It Burn. You've also got, I believe you might have Twista's Overnight Celebrity.
Who's Twista?
Pardon me? Who's Twista?
Oh, it's an honest question.
It's not an honest. That is a dishonest question.
Why would you think I'd know who Twista is?
Other great songs. He's a fast rapper. Other great songs from 2004. Hooba Stank's The Reason, of course, where they rob that bank, but it's actually just like, you know, they didn't really rob a bank. It's just a song.
Don't rob banks. Or Banksy. Don't rob Banksy.
Don't rob Banksy.
If you knew who he was. I mean, probably don't.
Float On is an 04 jam.
Oh, Modest Mouse.
Modest Mouse, yeah, everything on Good News for People Who Love Bad News. That's an 04 right there. There you go.
Alright, that's a pretty good
There's your choices right there.
Them,
probably some bullshit In Flames album or something for you.
I didn't really listen to In Flames. I know they're the one that goes a little bit melodic and a little bit heavy, right?
I have no idea.
I think I've heard them on like Guitar Hero or something.
That's a Fox question. Wow.
I'll have to ask him later. He'll be on.
Yeah, he's gonna be on Quiplash. I'm excited. Maybe we could have like a little bit more slowdown here.
Oh, did Mathis message you?
No, my antivirus is like, I can clean up 1.2 gigabytes of hard drive space. And I was like, yo, I didn't download you to delete things. Except for very specific things that is not
temp
part of
files.
Yeah, I should just do it.
It's like, hey, you don't know about these files. They're not in use. Except for like 42 of them that are actually. Don't delete those.
There's a tinted rock in the item room, you fuckboy. What do I need a tinted rock for? I don't intend on ever taking damage again.
Look, it's greed.
It just enables me to take damage. You want to be an enabler, chat? I don't think so.
Nick Banksy is a shit artist. Why was that necessary to say?
So it's okay to rob him.
If that's the only thing I can guess you meant by that.
Buy Mathis's t-shirt? Yeah, now that Mathis's t-shirt campaign is over, let me say, hey everybody, make sure you go to teespring.com/MathisGames, buy his t-shirt.
You know how that works, right? They can buy 10 of them and then it'll restart the campaign again.
Yeah, go to Mathis's Teespring campaign and buy 9 t-shirts. The Unholy Cannoli, thank you very much for the subscription. Oh, yeah, the whole American Idiot album was from 2004, except for the last few tracks, which just barely missed the cut, because it was released on New Year's Eve.
Just want to say, despite Northern Lion's immense disrespect, I hope Mathis feels better. He's not.
Oh, he's sick, yeah. You know, I don't want him to die of pneumonia. I'm just saying. Fuck him.
Sounds like you do, based on.
If he does, maybe the world would be a better place. Maybe it wouldn't. I'm not making a judgment call either way.
All right. You know, today's the last episode of The Daily Show. Do you have any opinions on that?
Well, it's last episode of The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. I don't think he was really. I don't think he was an integral part of the show, to be honest.
Oh,
with you.
yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Mostly the behind-the-scenes producers.
Well, I think he's a pretty cool guy. I think he's a good guy. I think it's going to be sad to not have him around.
Yeah.
I don't know what he wants to do in the future. Probably, like, produce a lot more movies or something, but you know, I wish him luck, whatever that is.
It's, you know, maybe he can go back to golf.
Was he a golfer? I didn't know.
Yeah, John Daly. He was big on the tour.
Oh, right, John Daly.
Didn't really take good care of himself back in the day, but he's looking a lot fitter now that he's on TV.
Why did I think that my game kid worked through doors? That doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean by this, work through doors?
I went in the curse room with the Pac-Man head, and I thought when I got to the other side I could eat the spiders.
Oh,
however,
yeah, that's...
I walked into them and took some damage,
that's
so
absurd.
That's not how it works.
Nonsensical.
I know better than this. Oh, is this a cat piece? Let us see.
It's a collar.
I hope so. I can't see it because it's a question mark right now. It is a collar!
Yep.
He knew it!
Love in the time of Guppy's collar.
He means cholera, that's the joke.
Was that written by Marquis de Sade? He's getting a lot of shout-outs. Free advertising on today's show. Yo, if you work for the estate of Marquis de Sade, get in touch. We can work something out.
Well, I think what you mean to say is you owe us some royalty checks.
Yeah. That's...
To work something out is shorthand for that.
You can speak to my lawyer, and you can work something out of your wallet to pay for all the free advertising we've given you. It's not going to be free for too much longer, I'll tell you that much. So what happens when you base your income off of, you know, coasting off of your great-great-great-great-grandfather's writings from 4 centuries ago. Layabouts.
That shit that
Why don't you start a real business like Nick and I did?
Yeah, get off your ass and make some video game videos.
Get off your ass and then get on your ass and make some videos.
Seriously, my ass hurts like 90% of the time.
Oh my god, I believe it, man. It's not even from sitting down. Oh, baby,
yeah, really
a subscriber. Hi, Evie. Thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated.
You know, I actually bought a new chair about 4 months ago.
Okay.
I thought things were fine. Turns out, still wasn't fine. My ass still hurt.
It's not ergonomic or something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't have a good pad in the bottom because apparently they skimp on that for whatever reason.
That's like one of the parts you shouldn't.
Yeah, I bought an expensive pad with like some kind of crazy ass like, I don't know, gel in it or something. And that was supposed to help. That didn't help either. Then I bought a different pad, and now I'm thinking about just buying an Aeron chair and saying fuck it.
What's an Aeron chair?
It's like the most expensive office chair that you can buy that is supposedly the most comfortable as well.
Yeah, you know, you spend like a lot of your time sitting down. I would recommend it.
As far as overhead goes, I think I should really invest in that.
You should invest, yeah, man. It's like beds and chairs. If you're going to be spending all day laying or sitting down, you know, that's money well spent.
Rip Nick's ass. That sounds really weird when you say it like that.
You don't want your back to be all fucked up when you're like 35.
I don't really have back pain. It's just in the ass.
Not yet, man. Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Sleepyhead, I'm sorry you did not get a subscriber shout-out. I don't know what happened. I don't hate Belgians.
Hey, Malls.
Sorry,
I was talking about my ass when you showed up.
Alphonse Sachs is one of my personal heroes.
Who's that?
Alphonse Sachs? You don't know who Alphonse Sachs is?
I don't know who Twista is either.
That's true. Twista is, like, incomprehensible that you don't know who he is. Alphonse Sachs just invented the saxophone. He's one of the world's most famous Belgians.
Oh. Oh, that makes a lot of sense now that you say it.
Yes. Thank God he didn't call it the Alphonsophone.
I don't know, that has a kind of a charm to it as well.
Thank God he didn't call it the Alphonsophone, because that name is still available for somebody else to invent something. Perhaps Alfonso Ribeiro, star of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, could get on it?
He could start his own mobile plan.
Exactly.
Make Alfonso phones.
He could start his own MOBA plan.
Play Dota on your phone.
Protect
that way
the
you
prince.
never have to stop. Protect the prince.
Will you be my hero?
Got a lot of mileage out of that one, but I love it every time.
Will you be Alfonso Ribeiro? Stop jumping, you dirty dog! You didn't let me finish.
If you need a high-quality office chair, I can get you one?
Whoa, that sounds scary.
What does that mean? I don't know why, but that sounds so ominous.
If you need a high-quality office chair, I can get you one. But everything has its price.
I'm getting some monkey's paw kind of things going on in my head hearing that.
You got monkey's paw? I don't even have a trinket.
No, I don't. Oh, what are these items? Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't have money. Boy. But yeah, I really just want the Aeron one because it's got like this mesh on the bottom and presumably it will substitute for a pad very well.
Seems scary. What if you fall through?
Oh, the mesh is very finely woven, sort of like fabric.
It's gonna turn you into like a freaking cheese grated.
What is this pressure exerted on my head that's pushing me through my chair?
What if randomly a spontaneous black hole forms close enough to the Earth to exert incredible gravitational pressure, but not close enough to suck everything past the event horizon?
Alright, never thought of that. That's pretty terrifying.
You're gonna be totally fucked, man. I'm just gonna be sitting here thinking, man, this is an intense chair ride right now. You're gonna be turned into the dude from 13 Ghosts. Or perhaps even the dude from Ghost Ship.
Both of those people just had their torsos.
No, that's not true. In Ghost Ship, there was all that piano wire that cut
That's what
people
I'm talking about. I thought they just split him in half.
No way, it sliced him fucking nape to nuts, man.
How does the piano wire go vertically?
It cut him badly.
Nuts.
Yes!
I'll be your office chair, Nick. You have like a real sore back at the end of every day.
Yeah, definitely.
Presumably.
That's a shit job. You should have more self-esteem than that. It's literally like, if your job can be done by a literal rock, like, you gotta get some skills.
Ghost baby. Okay.
Will you be my office chair?
I mean, if she's the one that said it, we might be talking.
You want to sit on Kate Upton? Like non-sexually.
I don't know. I've never really thought about it, really, but...
Well, then why did you say it?
It sounded good for a second. Once you said it like that, it didn't sound good anymore.
Oh, that's not a guppy item at all.
I don't know what I would get out of sitting on Kate Upton.
I don't know. You'd probably, like, it's not very ergonomic, I'd have to imagine.
It's more like if I could be her office chair.
You want her to sit on you, but, like, not in a sexual manner. You just want to support her body.
I think there's innuendo in here.
There's no innuendo. It's just this is a terrible financial decision for your long and short-term well-being.
Somebody in chat just says, I wouldn't sit on her.
Yeah, there you go. That guy's got high standards.
Sitmatic.com? What is that?
It's a remake of Nas's 1994 Smash Hit Classic album, except every song is about ergonomic office chairs.
Of course you have an answer to that.
Yeah, it's Sitmatic. I'm trying to work it through in my head, but I'm getting like a fucking Stack Overflow error or something, because there's the speed at which the lyrics come out is not conducive to making a parody with such specific bounds.
Gotcha.
Trying to figure out a rhyme for fucking lumbar. See?
There's not any.
Took too long. I'm still on it, you know?
You'd have to do like a 2 words conjoined together that sort of vaguely fit, but even still, it's a stretch.
Yeah.
We'll save this for next time on Roundtable when I do Nick's Weird Games.
Please do.
You'll have roughly 30 seconds then.
Yeah, that's more time. That's probably enough. Come far. Yeah, there you go. When I sit down, I've realized I've come far. That doesn't sound right. We're back to the Kate Upton thing.
I thought it was CUM far.
Sitting in a chair that truly supports my lumbar. Life's a sit and you feel high. I don't know, we're getting there. It's pretty bad. Like, that's why I have a lot of respect for the rappers who did Sitmatic, because it's a very narrow bounds with which to create a...
Well, it's a concept album.
It is a concept album.
People challenge themselves all the time. I mean, that's part of being a musician, is trying to reach new levels.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely
Your
true.
musicality, I mean, it's what comedians do all the time, too.
As someone in the industry, I would agree.
You should do some, like, concept Let's Plays.
No, I'm doing pretty well with the ones where I just kind of, like, babble about inane bullshit for, like, 40 minutes at a time.
Try one where you take on the role of, like, a ship captain.
I gotta do that.
Oh.
It's not gonna happen. You could do that, though. You're in the industry.
Yeah, I don't have the range you do, though.
Oh, this guy's full of great ideas that only work for other people.
I just want to see the most potential realized out of it.
I think what it is that you're trying to engage in you're trying to be a saboteur and a subterfugist.
What?
And I'm rebuking your attempts to subterfuge me.
Well, genuinely, I don't think there's much sabotage going on in that realm. Sometimes, just, you know, gotta be a ship captain, that's all.
Why don't you be a ship captain, then? You can be a ship captain.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop you from being a ship captain. Not gonna impact my life at all.
Like a shit captain.
Do a Michael Caine impression on a Let's Play. That's 80% of my content is me pretending to be Michael Caine already.
Do Fallout 3 entirely as Michael Caine.
That sounds like a terrible waste of 80 hours. My Michael Caine impression isn't that good.
Just keep pushing on it, even though it's awful. Like, after you get sick of it.
Well, okay, I said it's not that good. I didn't say it was awful here. Let's just relax.
No, I mean, after you've done it for 6 hours and you can't stand anymore, just dig back in and do more.
And I'll do Nuclear Throne after this. You think I'm winning this run? Yeah, you right.
Nuclear Throne is him.
Nuclear Throne seems like a tough sentence to say as Michael Caine. Master Wine. Nuclear Throne. Doesn't work. It's more of
I didn't even have to ask you to say it. You just said it yourself.
He gets back into the New Zealand accent. Get me a ginger beer. I'm playing Nuclear Throne.
All right, that sounded good.
See, like, that's the first law of Michael Caine-isms, is if you can say them properly and intuitively in a New Zealand accent, you cannot say it in Michael Caine's accent. That's like fucking nightmare tier.
They're mutually exclusive. Wait, so do New Zealanders not have the ability to know about Michael Caine?
I have never heard a person from New Zealand do an impression of Michael Caine, so I'm going to say that yes.
Weird. It's like how the original people that were on the United States couldn't see the ships because they'd never seen ships before.
I don't know if it's like that at all. You've been reading your articles again.
Or that dogs can't look up and turkeys drown in the rain.
Both of those are false.
They're fun stories, though.
They're just lies. That's what lies are. They're fun stories.
Lies. As far as lies go, they're not that malicious.
They're pretty malicious to turkeys. Imagine if like you were a turkey and everyone was like, "Oh, hope it doesn't rain today because you're gonna be dead." You'd be like, "Shut the fuck up." Oh my god, Nick.
What is that?
That's my fire alarm.
Oh no!
I'm so mad.
You gotta go outside. I'll hold down the fort. You don't burn up alive. How about that?
We got like some real Boy Who Cried Wolf stuff going on in this apartment building because the fire alarm goes off like once a month.
You sure there's not a fire?
No, that's the thing. I'm never sure there's not a fire, but there hasn't been a fire yet, and I've evacuated like 10 times.
What's wrong with that place?
I don't know, man. They did like fire alarm testing.
Hanel's gonna get fired. I certainly hope not.
It's not. It's only in the. I thought that was a lighthouse bell. Yeah, we live like right next to the rocky shores of the Pacific Ocean. There's a ship coming in right now, so I'm gonna like. I mean, I guess I'm gonna finish fighting Isaac. Kate's in the shower right now, so this is perfect. Then I'm gonna put on some pants. Oh, it stopped.
Is it safe now? Everyone go back
in. Either it's no fire, or the fire burned the circuitry that controls the building's fire alarms first.
You could smell smoke, though, if that was the case.
Yeah, that's probably true. Oh, my
like Lord. A barbecue, all this. Do you smell a barbecue right now?
I don't smell any. I have no sense of smell, basically.
Oh. Does Kate smell a barbecue? I know she has a great sense of smell.
Oh, I don't know. She's in the shower right now. She's probably smelling some kind of delicious body soap or something like that.
You didn't eat your body soap.
I can still sort of hear it, but it's coming from the hallway. I should point out, like, fire safety is no joke. Kate takes it a little bit less seriously than I do. But, like, whenever I hear the fire alarm, even if it's like 5 in the morning, I'm like, up, out, I'm gone. Like, I'm gonna get mad at you and force you to get out of bed because we're evacuating. After about 8 times of doing this at 4 in the morning on like a Sunday, and there not being a fire, and then like the people, like the fire people in the building just being like, well, looks like somebody opened the emergency exit door when they shouldn't have opened it. I've become desensitized to it. There's so many fire drills, they're actually compromising our safety as a result.
It's messed up. You should tell a super.
I don't even know how to get in contact with the super, but I'll just tweet him. It's annoying as hell as well. Like the cats just run under the bed, and then I've got to like, there's carpet there, so I got to like rip them out. And they're like, no, don't save me from the fire. And then I put them in their carrier and carry them down, and they're like, meow, meow, don't save me. And I'm like, oh my god, just fucking relax. I'm saving your life.
In this scheme of things, I think cats would prefer to be burned alive than to get involved with a loud sound.
I can actually still hear the fire alarm, but it's like coming from down the hall now, so I don't know. Our part of the building is not in danger, I guess.
Or like you said, it burned through all the wiring.
Right, it burned through the wiring in our apartment. Either way, we're fine.
Can you feel intense heat?
Yeah, but it's the summer, you know? So it's kind of to be expected,
I just don't want to be the one that gets you killed here.
Dude, I would just jump. I'd make it. I got strong knees, except for that time I got a knee injury that I never treated and has now become a source of chronic pain.
Actually, I know that if you roll just right, you'll be fine.
As long as you roll when you hit the ground, you could literally jump from an airplane.
Yep, you actually could. You should try that, actually. Just if you're really a master of parkour, try jumping out of an airplane and rolling on the ground.
You would be the first streamer who died during the stream. Is that true?
Really?
There's hundreds of thousands of streamers, so I'm kind of surprised that nobody's had like a heart attack or something. I'm not saying I would even want to see it. That would be like horrifying, but
yeah, I really am not into the whole snuff film thing.
I would be surprised if I was first. My landlord just subscribed. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, I forgot I had a ladder. Ladder really helped this run.
Just play dead? You can't catch on fire when you play dead?
They patched it. You can now.
I can still hear it, but it's coming from, like, further away.
Maybe they're just doing a wave test.
I really wish that they would, like, leave a note in the elevator. They'd be like, hey, we're doing fire alarm testing, so, like, you know, don't sweat it.
It would make sense, though, if they go, like, area by area, turning it on and off.
Yeah, I wish they would just, like, let us know. Unless it was like, you know what I really feel like doing right now is just, like, a fire alarm drill for the whole building. It's like 350, everybody's at work anyway.
There was some issues, right? Like, didn't it run for a really long time once?
I have had, like, there have been days where literally the fire alarm just goes off for, like, 2 hours.
That's really messed up.
It is nonsensical. I don't understand what it... But I'm pretty sure that every time it actually is just somebody being like, emergency exit door, please don't open. Well, they never actually sound the alarm when you open it, but because this building is, like, new or something, they sound the alarm when you exit there, and then you go into the parking garage, and you're like, probably like, oh, fuck, I better get out of here before somebody gets me in trouble for causing the whole building to evacuate.
And there's, like, 16 layers of bureaucracy about turning off the fire alarm.
Yeah, exactly. The fire trucks have to come. And then, like, it's gotten to the point where every time I evacuate and the fire trucks come, the guys get out. They don't have, like, any fear at all. Like, sometimes
it's like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah, they, like, put their helmets on, and they're like, all right, well, we'll be back in, like, 2 minutes. And then they come back out. They, like, before they even exit the front door, they've got their helmets off, and they're, like, taking their jackets off. And you're like, oh, man. That good, huh?
You're good.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Oh, the alarm has stopped, though.
Excited.
I live another day, probably.
Unless the fire burned through the alarm.
Right.
We've covered that already several times. Thank you, More Than Awesome, for your subscription. Much appreciated. Let's get some kitty cats in chat.
Sorry, I just held my mixtape up to the smoke detector.
Oh, it was hot fire!
Where are you at on your run, Nick?
Womb 2.
That's not so bad.
You know, it's the place that I always am when you ask me that.
Usually you're Womb 1, but...
Okay. It's a big day today.
I am... I finished it. I guess I'll play Nuclear Throne for a little bit. Because... I have some time. But also, that run kind of sucked. NL, did you see the invention where... it locks whoever pulled the fire alarm in place, just in case they're a prankster? Yeah, like, you know, pulling fire alarms to prank people is pretty fucked up. Real. But also, like...
trapping them so they burn alive is also
exactly.
Pretty bad, too.
That'd be pretty fucked up if... I mean, you don't need me to tell you what the nightmare scenario is, but it'd be pretty fucked up if it happened.
Have you ever seen these hurricane simulators?
Yes. Like the ones that they'll have at like an amusement park and you get in.
I had one in my mall for a while.
Yeah.
And I just didn't understand why that existed.
People like doing it, man. It makes your hair go all funny. You go, whoa!
Wow!
Yeah, see? You're starting to get it.
It's a weird thing. You go in a box and you pay like a couple dollars to get your hair blown around everywhere.
Yeah, man. It feels weird.
I don't know, it seems dangerous though somehow. I can't exactly point out how.
Well, it's not like you're not actually being exposed to like, you know, shit being hurled at you like a real hurricane. That would mess with you. Someone subscribed, but I missed your subscription, and I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you, probably.
It doesn't like check for people with heart conditions before they go in.
Oh, look at this Mr. Nanny state here. Need a doctor on hand for every, you know, amusement park ride just to make sure you don't have a heart issue. Yo, at Canada's Wonderland, they don't check if you have a heart condition either. They're just like, don't get on this ride if you have a heart condition. Seems like a pretty good precaution for me. If I had like angina and I got on a roller coaster and died of a heart attack, my last words wouldn't be like, oh, fuck you. I'd be like, well, I'm an idiot, aren't I?
I wonder if everybody that has angina in Regina thinks that's funny.
What's the capital of Regina? Or what's the capital of Saskatchewan? It's me!
Why isn't it pronounced Regina?
Yeah, because it's pronounced Regina.
Right.
You know, why isn't Louisiana pronounced like Louisiana?
So right, Nick, you're just neurotic. Maybe a little bit, sure.
This guy wants you to have to sign a waiver to get on the school bus now. Oh, apparently I found pizza time. That was not expected.
There was a girl who took a ride on a roller coaster. It literally saved her life due to G-forces draining some fluid caused by a brain tumor or cancer or something.
Okay.
Wow.
That's, like, possible, maybe, but I want to see a source.
I'll file that under, that's a theory, that sounds cool. And
yes.
as far as
I would like to see a source for this because it sounds ridiculous.
Seems plausible enough.
Does it seem plausible enough?
I mean, I can imagine.
Are you a lymphologist?
No, not at all.
Then how do you know whether or not it's plausible? This is...
I'm not saying don't look at the sources.
This is the scourge of modern news consumption, man. It's like, yeah, it sounds legit.
I just said I wouldn't be surprised if it was real, that's all.
You freaking should be surprised if it's real. It's a magnificent story of human...
I wanted to say bravery, but then you realize there's no bravery involved.
There's bravery in getting on a roller coaster.
Okay, very, very small amount of bravery.
Wow, look at this guy. But if you get in the hurricane simulator, you have to sign a fucking insurance waiver.
Are you scared of roller coasters? Is that what this is
A little
about?
bit, actually, but I'm not actually scared of the possibility of death. I just don't like heights.
I don't like heights either, but roller coasters, they strap you in, so it doesn't bother me.
Right. I'm not, like, heights have never been a problem for me because I think I'm gonna die. Rather, it's just, I'm really, like, anxious when I get up high.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, you know, you're still, like, strapped in really high up. I mean, they heighten the experience of being high up. You're not, like, surrounded by, you know, a Boeing 737 fuselage or something like that.
But you should be. That'd be sweet.
That'd be, yeah, if it was just like, hey, let's simulate your flight home, I'd be like, oh, cool. I love this. What movies do they have on the in-flight entertainment system?
Do you find the ones where they have like a lowered floor to be scarier than the ones that are like a seat?
Lowered floor. What do you mean by
like
that?
you're standing up when you're getting thrown around?
I've done some standing coasters in my day, and
are they better or worse?
It doesn't matter to me. For me, it's like seat is like a 6 out of 10 discomfort. Standing is probably like a 6 out of 10. Gondola is like a 4 out of 10. Put me on those gondola rides all day, every day. I will sign me up. Like Vortex is a gondola ride. Not a problem. Better yet, just surround me in fiberglass and silicone, and I will be in that shit for 5 hours. Take me 35,000 feet up if you want to. Doesn't matter to me.
Better yet, I will not leave the ground.
Yeah, better yet, I'll be at the concession stand. Oh, I didn't want to spawn here.
That was such a Seinfeld joke. You ever have a roller coaster where the thing didn't come down all the way and you felt like really nervous the whole time?
Thing didn't come down? Oh, like the bar?
The bar, like it was up a little higher than you were comfortable with.
Why are you concerned about the hurricane simulator when you've got stories like this in your life?
I don't know. Actually, it was on a Ferris wheel when I was a little kid at this like local mini carnival thing they used to hold every year.
Yeah.
And on the news, like way later, they showed some kid like fell to his death off of it because it was janky as fuck.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah. That kind of scarred me a little bit because I was actually on that and I knew when I was on it how janky it was. And it just took the right series of people and situations to make someone actually die.
Rockley Smell is just subscribed. Well, that's not cool. That's rude.
I just got out of the shower. It smelled good.
Help. Help.
I measure my shower lengths by how much of a Between the Buried and Me song I get through while it's going.
How long are those on average? Like 45 seconds?
12 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
So I went through like a little less than half of one was a reasonably quick shower. Well, hello there.
I fucking hate the new meta of just making up stupid stories. How do you feel about that, Nick?
I don't know. I didn't make up that meta.
More medkits, please. Ah! More medkits!
So if I die, I've got at least 12 lives before anything actually happens.
You on the chest?
Yeah.
It's perfect timing, yeah, because I'm fucking dead. Yo, Gamma Guts is different now. Gamma Guts is, it's not OP. You still take damage from enemies that do contact damage. They patched it out, like, right after Sleep Cycles told me about it. Oh, Northern Lion has a little bit of leverage that he could use to not be freaking terrible at the daily challenges. Oh, let's patch that shit out right away. Let's issue an urgent hotfix.
They rushed it through. It wasn't entirely done, but they had to make sure.
I go through like 6 berry when I shower. That's like a 72-minute long shower. That's just like I'm not even concerned about water usage unless you live in an area that's affected by drought risk. But you gotta get something better. You gotta get a hobby.
Your skin's gonna slough off it at the end of that.
Yeah, like I don't think that's good for you. And also, like, you could be doing something else with your time, even if the something else was nothing else except not
pooping.
You could be pooping. That's I've got a bumper sticker that says that. I should be pooping right now.
Should be pooping right now. You could get a toilet mounted in your car probably and poop while you drive.
Nah, you shouldn't do that.
Thank you, Rockley Smell, for the subscribings. And I don't smell it. Well, good.
Thank you to Rockley Smell for the subscribings and.
Where's the boss of this chest? Do you have any idea?
He's in the last place you'll look.
Yeah, I know. So, okay, I'll go back the other way then.
Snare was nerfed too, NL. Yeah, don't nerf the playstyles of the people who get like 3,000 kills on the daily, but fucking poor Northern Lion gets like 100 kills, and they're like, we gotta find a way to stop this fucker. Are you kidding me?
They gotta patch out techies, man. Broke as fuck.
Are you fucking sucking my dick and then biting down on it? Can you hear this?
Yeah, it sounds like a ship landing.
I'm so mad.
Are you near a lighthouse?
If I am not gonna burn to death in mere moments, I'm gonna be pissed.
I think you'll be pissed either way now that you phrase it that way.
They're about to get a real taste of Canadian aggression. Now, this is why I can't take these alarms seriously anymore, because it's the second fire alarm in 15 minutes. What are the odds that this is a real fire and the first one was not? Or, like, what the system was broken, but then they sent a technician in to get it back online so the people truly know how to evacuate. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense. I actually, like, I'm a little pissed because I think it's a genuine safety concern.
I don't know what to tell you. You should, like, not ignore the fire alarm, though.
I know, but it's actually been, like, 10 times this month.
I know.
I think it stopped. Everyone's saying, don't ignore the fire alarm, don't ignore the fire alarm. Yeah, but look at how many more minutes of nuclear throne I got out of ignoring the fire alarm.
Thank you very much, Machiavellian, for that resubscription. I'm in this room with Death and Pestilence right now, and I have 1 hit before I die, and I've died like 5 times to it.
You can do it, man.
They just keep positioning terribly.
Like, you really should never ignore a fire alarm, except for this one.
I mean, you do have a history with it, but at the same time, every single time could be the wrong time.
Easy to say, hard to master.
Oh man, I made it. Oh, this is a dead end! Wish I just knew where the boss was. Thank you, Pasta Legion, for 5 months in a row resubscriptions. Detours in chat, please.
I'm in YV's mansion.
As palatial and luxurious.
It's quite nice.
Nick, when Ryan burns to death, will you take over the NLSS? I don't even like joking about that.
You can joke about it. You have my permission.
I don't want to think about you burning to death. It's fucked up.
Yo, I can't believe how real I have to get here. You don't need to give me the lecture about safety. I've evacuated, like, so many times due to this fire alarm. It's just because the sheer absurdity of it happening, like, once every 2 days. And the fact that I'm working right now. If I was not working, I would totally go down and make sure I was not about to die in a fire. Why would I evacuate? That's what we have firefighters for.
Yeah, you're making their work too easy. They should come get you if it's such a big problem.
Exactly. I gotta get my taxes worth. Oh, that was not. That's very smart of me.
I hate that I keep ending these runs with, like, a ton of lives that I just have 1 hit per life on.
Yeah, I mean...
I really need to stop taking 9 lives so much. It's fucking
No, you just need to learn how to use it. You know?
How do you use it more effectively than you respawn with 1 health?
Don't get hit so much.
Okay. Sometimes you can't.
Big Dog is a 3-dog in 1 kill.
That's true. It's like 3 dogs put together.
Eagle Eye Shotgun is pretty good. Oh, Seeker Shotgun! Yeah! Faster than a bullet! Terrifying scream!
Oh, we're making it through Monstros.
That was me being very excited that I got Seeker Shotgun, which is like the most loopable weapon for me.
The Flame Shotgun's really good too.
Flame Shotgun's, it's not bad. I take it on occasion. But then you got its cousins, Double Flame Shotty, Auto Flame Shotty, Auto Shotty, Double Shotty. I've never seen a double Auto Shotty, I have to admit. Gosh, more bolts. Let's try Open Mind again. Oh, it's so fucking juicy. It was all a dream. Pick and seek a shot on the Crystal Sea. Salt and pepper with heavy D up in the limousine. Oh, wait. YV totally rhymes with that. Back to the drawing board. Thank you for not being a mimic. Very much appreciated. Oh, this is a loopable run. I'm taking it that Nick is just in focus right now.
Yeah, Rai said that I keep losing because I'm not paying attention to the game, and I don't know, it might be right. So now I'm just not going to talk ever again.
Oh, that's petty. That's the star of 1994's cult classic Tank Girl.
I have to do a double cage room, though, so I think I do actually need to concentrate here.
Oh, that's, yeah. Feel free, man.
We're going to eat these cages. Yep, eat them. Eat it!
Oh, man, Wave Gun or Eraser, they're both so good, but I'm going to take...
Eraser Gun.
I'm going to take Wave Gun because I have Eagle Eye. I don't know, though. Eraser might be better.
It was a decent movie, yeah.
Was it?
It had a railgun in it.
Oh, yes. Now I know what you speak of.
Movies with railguns automatically get about 10 points in my book.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. Wave Gun Woo. All right. Wave Gun all the way. Wave Gun all the way.
Isn't that what Rob said the other day? Something about woo?
Waha.
Waha.
Waha did it, by the way.
Does chat know?
Yeah, Rob just sends us...
What did it mean?
He sends us messages that mean nothing, and then I ask him what they mean, and he just doesn't reply to me.
Or he sends a movie as a reply, but the movie doesn't tell us anything.
So he's like, hey, check out the story Nick wrote. Waha did it, by the way. And I'm like, what do you mean Waha did it? And he's like, oh, Nick wrote this story. Ah, I fucking fucked it up. This is a terrible seed, man. Or this spawn was, like, really dire. Nick, where's your run at?
I still don't know where the boss is. I'm just searching aimlessly. Oh, I found it.
Oh, thank God.
But I have to go through 2 spikes that might hurt me, so here we go.
How about just don't walk into the spikes?
Yeah, but
it was a loopable run. It was just a terrible spawn there for me. There's no question it wasn't loopable. Or it was loopable, I should say.
Alright, Polar Invincibility. Carry me, boy. You got this. Come on. We got some damage from the Guardian Fly. Don't trap me in the corner. Oh, yeah.
Did you defeat the boss?
I have beaten the Binding of Isaac again.
Fantastic.
Whew.
Why not use Seeker Shotgun on Little Hunter? Oh, let me go back in time to when I had 45 enemies surrounding me, and I'll go back and change the past because I am a time machine, and that would be the first thing that I would do if I had a time machine. It's not like I would go back and, you know, not flunk out of 3rd grade. That didn't really happen. Nick, are you ready for an ad break?
Rising?
Yeah, well, yeah. Don't get ahead of yourself, cowboy. We'll be back in 3 minutes to play Olympia Rising. For now, we'll see you then.
For now, we'll see you then.